A very good morning to you all. Welcome to online classes. I am Jaya Verma and today we will continue chapter number 1, that is Challenges of Nation Building from book 2. So in the previous videos we have discussed about the three challenges and about partition, displacement and rehabilitation, and we have discussed what was the process of partition. And in this video we will discuss about consequences of partition. Though in form of freedom we got this partition, and what was the result of this partition. So the year 1947 was the year of one of the largest, most abrupt, unplanned and tragic transfer of population that human history has known. So this was the year. It was a very largest one, and many people were that was an unplanned and tragic transfer of population that human history has ever known, from one place to another. That was from India to Pakistan and from Pakistan to India. And there were communal killings and there were atrocities on both the sides of the border. So this partition forced 80 lakh people to migrate across the country. So in the name of the religion, people of one community, they were ruthlessly killing the people of another community. For best example, you can watch a movie Gadar. You must have already watched that movie, but it is a best example of this, how people of one community, they were killing other people. So cities like Lahore, Amritsar and Kolkata, they were divided into communal zones. And students, just watch this picture. See how people, they were sitting on the top of the train, and they were leaving this place with all such belongings, means small belongings what they had. They just took it and they sat on the train, on the top of the train, and they were leaving India. And same was the condition in Pakistan. So people were going from India to Pakistan, and many people were coming from Pakistan to India. So, and these pictures, one Margaret Burke White, she was a photographer at that time, and she took many pictures of this partition, and this picture is one of them. So this Lahore, Amritsar and Kolkata, they were divided into communal zones, and people were killing very badly to the people of another community. And like as we say, the Hitler's Holocaust was there, same was the condition over here. So Muslims used to avoid the area where Hindus and Sikh people were living, and Hindus and Sikh people were avoiding the area where there was Muslim predominance, of Muslims dominated areas. So, and women, they were forced to abandon their homes, they were forced to leave their homes, and they move across the borders. People went through immense suffering, and while they were crossing the borders, even in the middle of the path, also many they have to suffer a lot. People used to rob them, or people used to kill them. The minorities on both sides of the border fled their home and often secured temporary shelter in refugee camp. So many of the people, as I here on this map, you can see that West Pakistan and East Pakistan, page number 15, there is one map. You can see the picture of this map, that how India was before and after partition. So there was only this area was Muslim area, and East Pakistan was also a Muslim area. So how to bring both these areas together? So this was created as West Pakistan, and this was East Pakistan. Later it came to it was known as Bangladesh, and this became as Pakistan. So how to bring all these two together? So minority. So there were because of this, there were communal rights in India. So these communal rights were very severe. So minorities and these rights were created by these minorities. And the minorities on both the sides of the border fled their homes and often secured temporary shelter in refugee camps. and these minorities only, they were shifting from India to Pakistan and from Pakistan to India. And these minorities, they used to leave their homes, and they often secure temporary shelters in refugee camps. And as they were there, they thought that as they crossed the border, and they thought that there is no home for them, so they found themselves unhelpful local administration and police in what was still recently their own country. Still, they were in their own country, though India and Pakistan was divided. Still, they were in their own country, and no one was taking care of them. They have to stay in refugee camps. So they travel to the other side of the new border by all sorts of means. And if they travel by all sorts of means, they go there, they see that there is no house for them. Even during this journey, they were often attacked, killed, or raped. So women's were also there. So these women, honor killing was done. There thousands of women were abducted on both the sides of the border, and they were made to convert the religion of abductor, and were forced into marriages. They were forced to marry that abductor, and that abductor used to convert her religion. And in many cases, women were killed by their own family members to preserve the family honor. And in many cases, these women were killed by the family member. Either the father will kill the girls or the females, एंड देवर टू मान मर्यादा बचाने के लिए, मतलब परिवार की मान मर्यादा को बचाने के लिए फीमेल्स को मार दिया जाता था. So many children were separated from their parents. Those who did manage to cross the border found that they had no homes. For lack of these refugees, the country's freedom meant life in so many lack of refugees. The country freedom. What is the country freedom? This meant that they have to live in refugee camps, maybe for months, and many times they have to stay there for years. So writers, poets, and filmmakers in India and Pakistan, they have expressed the ruthlessness of the killings and the sufferings of displacement and violence in their novels. Short stories were written, poems were written, films were made. Nowadays also people make films on these. There are many films like Gandhi film is there, and one serial is there that is known as Tamas serial is there. You can watch that. And on this many films are being made, and still people will make films on this partition. While recounting the trauma of partition, the trauma they have often used the phrase that the survivors themselves used to describe the people who have survived from this partition. They describe themselves that it was not a division of the countries, but it was a division of hearts. And see here, there is one picture that is Naukhali, that is Gandhiji was in Naukhali, and now it is in Bangladesh. Previously, it was an area of Bengal, and there were communal rights in Naukhali, and Gandhiji went there. He stayed there, and he fasted, and he did fast to stop the communal rights. He did that, and when these communal rights had stopped, he came from there. And Mountbatten said that Gandhiji is a one-man army. Why he said so? Because he said that we have so much of machinery and we want to stop these rights, but we cannot stop these rights. But Gandhiji, one man, he stopped the rights in Naukhali. So the partition was not merely a division of properties, liabilities, assets, or political divisions, but also division of the country and the administrative apparatus. Means that partition was not merely a division of the property, this territory has been our property, so we can divide it. No, it was not a nor of liabilities and assets, or a political division of the country like it became Pakistan and Hindustan. And the administrative apparatus what also got divided, और भी इसके साथ में क्या divide हुआ था, that was financial assets and things like tables, chairs, typewriters, paper clips, books, and also musical instruments of the police band. पुलिस के जो बैंड होते हैं उनके जो म्यूजिकल इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स थे, दैट वाज आल्सो डिवाइडेड, एंड द एम्प्लॉयज ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट एंड द रेलवेज वर आल्सो डिवाइडेड. Above all, it was a violent separation of communities who had hitherto lived together as neighbors. कि जो नेबर्स बन के रह रहे थे उन लोगों का भी डिवीजन हो गया. सो यू कैन सी हाउ traumatic the condition was. It is estimated that the partition forced about 80 lakh people to migrate across the new border. Between 5 to 10 lakh people were killed in partition related violence. See, 5 to 10 lakh people, this is just a government number. We don't know how many people were killed during this migration, during these communal rights, how many people were killed. So, students, this was very painful, and this was the this is the consequences. I will stop here, pause here, and the rest of the part we will continue in the next video. I hope you must have understood. It is very painful. While we are reading this, we are getting goosebumps. And if we would have been at that time in that partition, how we would have suffered. And this experience you can hear from the people who have experienced it, who have suffered this pain. So students, I hope you must have understood the lecture. Thank you and have a nice day.